What's up, Hippo lovers? $30,000 2v2 World Cup is starting this weekend. Hosted by T90 and Nacho. Groups are out and we will try to take a look at those 8 groups and see who goes through. It will be GL groups and they are trying to make it out of there. That's the prize pool for the main event. 32 players in the main event group stage, or 32 teams. And if you make it out of the group, already guaranteed $700. Playing for 7k first. Let's take a look at group number A. The team there, the big favorite for me in the whole tournament, MBL and the Viper going at it here. I think music might be a tiny bit too loud, at least on my ear. And then we can see who else is in there. Czech Republic B with Dracon and Jazris. USA, that's an interesting team. T90, Daniel and Scotty there. So they might face each other. Vietnam B, not decided yet who is making it in that one, because the tournament is designed to have as many different nations as possible. But obviously some nations have stronger teams or multiple strong teams. Therefore, everyone who has the rating of the top 32 will actually have to play each other if they send more than 2 teams. And Vietnam B has to face it off there against, I think, Song Song and someone else. And I think, though, that Salmon Aim and Seoul are going through. Every time you see this different font, you know, they still have to qualify. But they are my favorites. And opening match will be Norway against Czech B. I think should be pretty clear, 3-0. Then we have USA against Vietnam B. That's already going to be an interesting one. And I gave the slight advantage there for Vietnam B. I think Daniel is strong. I think T90 will be motivated. But honestly, I think Seoul and Semaname, the slight favorites there. Going into the elimination match, I think USA is going to win there against Dracon and Jazris. I think something like Arena should go in favor of the Czechs, but I think USA is going through there. And, well, obviously Norway will claim first spot in the group. I underlined them green if they go out of this group. And I think Vietnam B will, in a rematch, win 3-2 again. Going to be a close one, but well, I have some hopes for USA, but Semaname and Seoul should be pretty strong. Jumping into group number B, Vietnam A is their ACM back T, incredibly strong team, should sweep that group. Then we have Czech A, Ovenka and Skal in that one, Poland A, Balz and Czech, and Germany B running in Skogo. That's going to be banger of a group, and second place absolutely up for grabs there. I think Vietnam A should ruffle stomp that group though. Poland, Germany B, I don't really know. Like, running in really good shape. Skogo is playing a lot. Jack Balz strong as well. I think simply because they have more team game experience back, Balz and Jack, they will take this one. Meanwhile, I think that in the elimination match, Germany B is going through. And we have Vietnam A probably sweeping that group as mentioned. And then in a rematch, could go either way there. I think Poland is just going to take it, but really tough for me to predict. Looking at group number C, we have Canada A, and they will face Canada B. As I said earlier, tournament organizers are trying to avoid too many of the same teams going through, so lots of the teams will face each other earlier. And then we have Russia in that group as well, and Italy A. And this one is one of the groups that we have seen in KOTD multiple times, right? That we have one very strong player, one strong team, one weak team, and the in-between are going to face twice, and then it will get really interesting who is going through, because I think Canada A is going to just clap this group. Canada B probably dropping quite easily. I will give the advantage to Russia in the first match, then Canada B falling, Canada A going through. Both pretty decisive, I think. And then the rematch, Italy A, Russia. I don't really know, honestly. It could go either way. I gave it to Italy A this time, but could be the other way around. It could go in all directions. That's going to be something that I will watch for sure. Not the highest level, but certainly a very interesting series with a lot of people that I like and should be really interesting. Looking at group number D, Finland A, big favorites there. India A in the group, Brazil B. Still, they will face off against Bro and Stark. So let's see if Fire and Rio will actually make it, but I assume they will. Taiwan A mixed in there as well. Finland will win. Brazil should win as well. And I think India should drop pretty soon in this one. Then Finland A against Brazil. Some players might see it a bit closer than I see it, but I think 3-0 for Finland A makes hell of a lot of sense there. And then Brazil will go through after that one though. Brazil B, Finland A, probably a bit better on paper than I personally think those matches are going to be. I don't see Fire or Rio in tippy-toppy shape. Therefore, this very clear result. Happy if you disagree with me there. That is Group A till D. Plop, plop, plop. Those are gone, and we will take a look at group number E, including myself, facing against Argentina A, Nikov and Kapoc, beastly team, Germany A, Nili and Jordan, and that could be some interesting match. Then Chile B, the nemesis of Germany, eliminating Germany A in Nations Cup 2017. And yeah, lots of history there, inventing a strategy, double castle kongs and the double sling there. Still German nightmares in that one. And then we have Netherlands A with Angelina Jolie, Praise and Darknope will be mixed in there. Opening matches will be Argentina, I think, clapping Chile B, Germany looking strong against Netherlands A, I believe. And then we get to see Chile B drop out, I think, and Angelina Jolie just too dominant there, but wouldn't be surprised if Chile B makes an upset happen. And then we have a banger of a set, I believe at least, Argentina A against Germany A. I say Nikov and Kapoc probably the favorites, but John and I will try to do our best to make it hell of a series, and I think Germany A is going through after that one though. Then we have China A. They already qualified, had to play as well, and I think beat Bad Koala's team. Mr. Yo and Lux going through with them in the group. Ukraine, France, and Chile A. We will see an opening match. China, I think, should just dominate this group. Chile A against France. Could go either way for me. I just know that Chile A is so good in team play, played so many games together, good friends there. I'm not sure about the synergy there of France. I think the pure 1v1 skill might be slightly better for France. But I think strategy-wise, team play-wise, Chile A, my favorite there. And France should win against Ukraine. China A, obviously top 4, top 5 team in the world there, should easily win this one. And then Chile A finishing off and going through in the round of 16, at least for me as well. Then we have Brazil A, another team that I see very, very strong, mixed in with Turkey A. Finland B still have to qualify, but I assume they will go through against Juppe and Vala's team. And Denmark mixed in there. I think that's a group that excites me very little. And I think just Brazil wins, Finland wins. Then a match that I have no idea. I could have rolled the dice there to get a prediction out of that one. Turkey A against Denmark. No idea, but I think that match won't really matter. You just get some more camera time against the loser of Brazil A and Finland B, which I believe will be Finland B. But I think this group won't be that exciting. Who goes through won't be exciting. Fight for spot number 3. It's just like maybe Finland B can make an upset happen against Brazil A to take the better seed. They are going into the group stage. leaving us with group number 8. Spain A, Teto and Lan. Let's hope Lan will get back to better form. He had lots of internet issues. And I think, though, this group should be uncontested for them. FedEx and Monosh, we have UK and China B. And honestly, that's the only time I couldn't really decide who was going 3. Tim, NCL are going to face off Vivian and Jibatong. I can't really say who is going through there. Whoever loses there, top favorite in my opinion to win the Silver League. Well, let's see. Didn't Vivi's team win Battle of Africa Silver League? I think so. Maybe you can correct me there. And yeah, I think who goes through should make it into the round of 16 in this group, and who drops out, very strong contender to go deep in the team in the Silver League that contains team 33 to 110 or something. We had lots of side ups. Spain obviously dominating this group. China is going through there most likely. And yeah, that was it from me. I think there should be a lot of very good matches. If I see Argentina, Germany there, Finland, Brazil, those are some bangers. Then obviously we're going into round of 16, round of 8, so forth and so on. I would love to hear from you. Did I maybe see something wrong? Which matches excite you the most? Would love to hear from you. That was it from me. Goodbye, pullovers.